shots, hit his body, you gon' think I got them on.
Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. So here he is, the UFC featherweight king, Alexander Volkanovski. And we have truly run out of superlatives when it comes to talking about this man and his mixed martial arts acumen. There are three guys who can lay claim to being the greatest featherweight of all time, and yet Alex is kind of distancing himself from that pack.
It's crazy. It's crazy how good Alexander Volkanovski is. I mean, you always knew he could fight. But to see some of the performances as of late, see how he continues to evolve and get better, even as the champion, is really impressive. And it's a credit to him and all of his coaches, but mostly his mindset. I don't know if there's a guy in fighting that has a higher fight IQ than Alexander the Great. I just like to take note of what I'm experiencing every time this guy steps in the octagon, because it's always something special.
And certainly since he signed with the UFC all the way back in 2016, he has been a promotional workhorse. Strength of schedule as good as it gets, and of course, as he enters competition tonight, can lay claim to 4 combined wins over Jose Aldo and Max Holloway, greatest featherweight of all time.
Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight.
Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here we go, early round action with the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. And when you want to talk about mixed martial arts evolution, perhaps no man has improved as much over the last 2 or 3 years than the featherweight king Alexander Volkanovski. So much so that his opponent tonight doesn't necessarily know what he is in for. So we will see early on how the Volk man chooses to proceed, and no surprise to see Volkanovski go to the leg kick.
I mean, we have seen this constantly with Alexander Volkanovski, especially in the first Max Holloway fight. He won the fight behind the leg kicks. He is so smart inside of the octagon that he will throw these leg kicks, not hard, but they draw something out of you, and then he starts to attack you with things that have more force. This guy's tremendous, and that is why he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Alexander Volkanovski has never lost a pro fight at 145 pounds, and if if his boxing is any indication, that is a record that is probably going to hold up after tonight.
I mean, Volkanovski follows the game plan to a T. Whatever you set out in front of him, he is going to do. And he's going to do it at the highest level. We saw that in his fight against Max Holloway when he became the UFC featherweight champion.
Oh, solid kicks are landing. He has most certainly found the range on the feet. Swing and a big miss by Volkanovski. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go hurt you as you go.
Pimblett's cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Well, lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent.
He figured the timing, and now he's been driving kick after kick into his opponent.
Really good job by the fighter to land that kick. All right, so the pound-for-pound king, Alexander Volkanovski, putting it all together here tonight. Controlling range, feinting beautifully, and dominating another world-class featherweight.
He just makes people look average. He's such a good striker. He's such a good wrestler. You know, we talk about guys that possess all the skills. One of the best in the world is Alexander Volkanovski. You have not seen many fighters better. And tonight, he is showing why he's the best.
Round two is next. All right, heading back to the corner now, and Pimblett's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively. Ultimately, he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head. He's got to stay out the center line, and he's got to press forward to put his opponent on his heel.
All right, well, all of a sudden we got a new storyline in this one. The cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last... All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the ball.
I mean, the party in a ton of trouble right now.
Vicious combo there.
Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
Oh, so the taller fighter lands a flush knee.
Oh, guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
Gotta be careful here.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there.
Oh, now he's gonna find himself in a little more danger.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Pimblett's in half guard. Making all these shots count. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go. And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Changing the position. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Volkanovski. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Back kick there.
Nice shot there by Jake.
Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Final seconds.
Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and that is one of the best 5-minute stanzas you will ever see from a fighter. Rocked him multiple times, unable to get him out of there, but came pretty darn close.
He did come close to finishing the fight, but he didn't get it done. Now, it will be on him to try and stay patient, try to find the kill shot without overextending himself and putting himself in trouble.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 3rd round of this championship fight. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds. Pimblett's really limping now. Clearly the leg kicks have had the desired effect. I'm not sure how many more of those he can take. Oh, nice uppercut from the champion.
He blocked that one. Guillotine jump. That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Oh, submission attempts and bunches tonight. Oh, that looks wicked tight.
It's getting tight now. He's advancing. This has got to be the end of the fight.
You need to work. I'll stand this up.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Paddy Pimblett. Another ground and pound strike lands. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Great ground and pound by this man. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. He passes the half guard.
Continuing to work out of the half guard. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Oh, good defense, yes.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Volkanovski. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
10 seconds to go in the round. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship round.
Excellent. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. I need another one just like that. You won that round. No wavering. You keep the pressure. You stay.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 rounds. Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked by Volkanovski.
Oh, left hand landed.
Just misses with the left hook. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, man, I mean, headshots they are not, but that calf is taking an absolute beating. This is hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to see a guy so limited in his defenses and not have the ability to do much to change it. We got to look for this fight to be finished here pretty soon. Guillotine.
That guillotine is tight.
He's trying to tighten the grip on this guillotine choke. He seems to have it, but he's got to really get his hips up into his opponent and make sure his opponent doesn't roll off to the side.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finisher.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Good work from the top here by Paddy Pimblett. Full guard now, BC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
Oh, he's really starting to... Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Outstanding placement as he lands the knee to the body. Again, the taller fighter making noise with a knee strike there. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. 20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, 5th and final round. Pretty good straight punch there. Oh.
Nice leg kick.
Nicely done. And now some separation. Oh, big Superman punch there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, this is not good. Mounted crucifix, all that body weight from the top position. This could be the beginning of the end.
Yes, this could be the beginning of the end. This is a very, very bad position for the bottom guy. top guy has moved into a position where he can finish the fight. He just needs to make sure that the trap he has set is still tended to so that the guy doesn't escape.
Let's go. Push, push, push. Get free.
He's got to be careful here.
Under 3 minutes now to go, round 5. Volkanovski's in half guard now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Volkanovski's back in half guard.
Nice transition.
Oh, Volkanovski's right back to the full mount.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Volkanovski.
Right back.
Getting the ball here.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
1 minute to go in the fight.
There it is. Now he's running him out. In the half guard.
30 seconds now to go in the fight. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
Stop, stop.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-46, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski!
All right, so Alexander Volkanovski getting it done by decision here tonight. The man on the marquee, the spotlight on him, the bullseye on him, and